season and I'm in it to win it. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Oh my god, it's the last night, night 6 of the American Idol auditions, the last auditions ever on Idol. And they were playing so much nostalgic little stuff of people coming in and auditioning in the past and whatnot. One man called it the most important show in America. Do you agree? So we jumped around to a lot of different cities tonight. I got like San Francisco and Philadelphia and some other places I don't know. But I'm just gonna say who auditioned, what happened and all that. Let me tell you what happened. We kicked it off with Jessica Cabral. She was 21. She did Brand New Me by Alicia Keys. She had a wonderful sound and great vocal placement. The judges looked totally involved in her performance and she gave them her soul. J-Lo called her voice thick and lush. Keith liked her control. Harry said she became more beautiful when she began to sing and called her a strong talent. Of course she got 3 yeses. Cody Ostrenga was next. He did Proud Mary by Tina Turner. He did a belly dance for them and was a 3-time horse riding world champion. I was like, go ahead on boy. They really put him through the ringer, had him dancing, doing all this good stuff. And when he started singing, I was just a little sorry for him. Bad song choice, I thought. And he didn't sound very good on it. He was enjoying himself and moving pretty good, but the voice just wasn't there. Harry said he had the most unusual collection of talents. Keith said everything was good except the singing. Poor baby. Brian Dale Brown was up next. He was 27. He did Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers, and he's auditioned 10 times and never got to see the judges before. He hit this pretty good and had a decent voice, especially when he hit the high notes, but he was really pushing the notes hard in the beginning. I liked when he settled down a bit near the end, but then he messed it up on the ending for me. So it was kind of an up and down performance. Keith called it great and powerful. J-Lo said it left her confused. Harry said he has a good voice and is a talented guy, but it's so over the top. And the judges gave him a lot of good critiques about going forward, and they also gave him 3 yeses. And if you think I'm also over the top, please make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know that you are enjoying it, that you appreciate it. So much work that goes into this, and I don't even want to talk about it, but I just thank you guys who are sticking with me, who are watching, who are sitting around, who are thumbing it up. Thank you guys so much for your thumbs. Gina Naomi Baez was next. She did Lips Are Moving by Meghan Trainor, and she was a little loud but very upbeat with a good pitch, though she was wavering just because of the sheer volume of her sound. Harry said it wasn't deeply interesting and her voice didn't take him anywhere. J-Lo called it fun and very theatrical but not right for Idol. Keith said he didn't see a real artist. She got 2 no's and J-Lo didn't answer. Then we got a string of people who didn't make it through, and they said some of the judges' comments and how hard it is for them to turn people down and how heart-wrenching it is sometimes when people are like crying and stuff, you know, but you have to tell them no. I mean, come on. I mean, you get a lot of no's as an artist and you just have to pick yourself back up and move on. Melany Huber was 17. She did Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars, and she played the guitar, and I was enjoying the sound of her voice and the way she caressed the lyrics. Such a sweet audition. J-Lo called her natural. Keith said there's a good storytelling quality about her voice. Harry said he liked everything he sang and called it appealing and captivating. 3 yeses. Then Rachel, Karryn, Byrne, and Bianca Espinal all went through in like a little montage. They all went to Hollywood. Then we had Justin Sullivan. He was in love with Kelly Clarkson, one of the many people, and he did Stronger by Kelly Clarkson. As soon as he started, I felt like this might be the right song choice for him, but he had a nice solid sound with a clean production. He was having a few pitch problems through the chorus, but this was a decent audition. Harry said there was some moments he really enjoyed. J-Lo said he sounded good. Keith said no, and so did everyone else, and he did not go through. And then we got more Kelly Clarkson singers in a little montage, bad singers that were funny and enjoyable. And then we had Chyna Sherrod. She was 16. She did One Last Time by Ariana Grande, and she played the guitar and had a wonderful plaintive delivery, good pitch and emotion with a breathy quality. Keith said she was laid back and chill. Harry thought she was fantastic. J-Lo gave her a bunch of compliments, and then she was complimenting J-Lo. They went back and forth, and she got 3 yeses to go through to Hollywood. Now I'm mentioning now Atlanta because it was Harry's birthday, and they gave him a big birthday party and gave him some finger monkey that he had showed them a picture of, little ugly little animal. It was cute though. Cute ugly, you know what I'm saying? Lillian Glanton was up next. She was 15. She did Country Boyfriend, an original song. And she had such a pronounced twang, but she was a breath of fresh air. Could barely understand her lyrics, though she was definitely over enunciating. But I could tell it was a well-written song. She had a solid vocal, and I really liked her. Harry said her voice wasn't on his level or the level that he expected. J-Lo liked her and her song, but she didn't understand the melody in the beginning. Keith called her voice legit and felt like he knows her. Keith said yes. Harry said no. J-Lo put her through because she liked her song so much. Then Lily took a selfie with the judges, which was cute. And we got a string of people that the judges couldn't agree on. 2 of them said no, and 1 said yes, and 2 of them said yes, and 1 said no. And some went home and some went through. Kayce Haynes was next. He was 23. He did Brother by Need to Breathe. And he played guitar and had a lot of pain and anguish in his delivery. Lots of depth with a beautiful roughness to his sound. J-Lo said she felt like he was singing from experience. Keith said he was lacking the power and gave a no. J-Lo said yes, and Harry told him sometimes he sounds like John Bon Jovi and sometimes like Bono, and he sent him through to Hollywood. And next we got a parade of guitar heroes, people who were playing their guitar song very, very badly. And Zach Person came in. He was 18. He did Next Door Neighbor Blues by Gary Clark Jr. And he was a serious guitarist with a blues edge. I like the sound of his voice and how he just launched himself into the performance. He even scattered along with his playing in places and totally set himself apart. Great audition. I think the best so far of all the auditions in my opinion. Keith said he's got his own style. J-Lo called him super unique. Harry told him it was refreshing to hear someone with his own thing, and he got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Colette Lush was next. She was 19. She did Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5, and she had a bubbly personality and good pitch. Loved her use of dynamics. I called it a very nice audition. J-Lo said wow. Harry said she showcased different sides of her voice. Keith said she doesn't sound like anyone and called her quality timeless, and she got 3 yeses. Next up, Avalon Young. She was 21. She did XO by Beyonce, and she had a lot of gruff when she talked, but when she sang, her voice was a lot purer, and you could very, just a little bit in the background you could hear the gruff, but she had like totally like taken it out. I loved her tone and the lightness she brought. I'm sure she could also turn the gruff on at any point, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. She handled these lyrics well and gave a great nuanced performance. Keith said she played her guitar to her vocal really well. Harry said she had a very different voice. J-Lo said she loves the way she sings, and she got 3 yeses. And then there was Usain Isong. He did Not the Only One by Sam Smith. And he came in and looked tall, but also had on a pair of heels, baby. I was like, go ahead on boy, work it out, work it out. I thought he was going to be a funny audition, alright? But he really had a solid vocal, stayed in tune with his riffs. Good audition. Keith said, man, he can sing. Harry called him trouble. J-Lo called his voice serious, and he got 3 yeses. Jackie Butler was 19. She did It Will Rain by Bruno Mars, and she's the lead singer of an alternative rock band, and they all came along with her. She had a nice approach to the song, but I wish she would have pushed the envelope even more and made it more her own. A pretty good sound with some serious pipes and a great style. I like the way she ended the song. J-Lo said she sings in her own voice. Harry called her very talented. Keith said she became her as an artist through the song, and she got 3 yeses. And I think for the first time in American Idol history, they ran out of golden tickets in San Francisco and had to have somebody run to bring them more tickets to give to somebody. Then we had Stephanie Negrete. I probably murdered her name. She did Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5. And did she remind anyone of Nicole Scherzinger when she walked in? I thought that. Who shot is this little Nicole Scherzinger? She had a great tone, really took her time with this, but at times it was a little too slow, and she tried to keep it interesting, but I was just like, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She did go way off at the end. The last, you know, just went totally out of key. J-Lo wasn't feeling it because she said she was thinking too much. Harry wanted her to be more confident. Keith liked a lot of things about her, and she ended up getting 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Did that surprise you? It surprised me, and I'm sorry, I think she really went there because she was so beautiful. She had a nice voice, but like if somebody else had done that audition and didn't look as good, I just don't think they would have gone through. What do you think? Tell me down in the comments. And the last audition forever for American Idol is Manny Torres. He did This Love by Maroon 5, and I didn't even recognize this as he started out, but he had a lot of energy and a great grounded sound. He really was forming his words and pushing out the vocals. vocals. They stopped him pretty quickly because they knew almost immediately. And did he remind you of anybody? I was thinking Andrew Garcia, and he's Latin too, so I mean there is some, he played guitar also. But anyway, he kind of reminded me of him. J-Lo called him present and joyous and said there was a lot to love. Harry said he understood it in milliseconds. Keith mentioned his energy and how focused it was, and he got 3 yeses to go to Hollywood. Of course the last person is going to get 3 yeses. Are you crazy? Next week we go to Hollywood and 190 contestants have gotten a golden ticket. So it's going to be a lot of folks, and I wonder if they're going to do a cut like they did last year. They got on the plane, when they got off they had to sing, and a lot of people went home. Oh, that'll be so terrible. Not even get to go to the hotel room, just turn around and go right back to the airplane. Anyway, it has been exciting so far. Tell me, who do you think is the winner down in the comments if you stuck around. This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. I'm looking forward to the season so much great talent. Love you guys. I'm out.